Hi, I'm Chris from Games Gazette Online, and I'd like to tell you about a new series of escape room games by Pegasus Spiel. These come under the collective title Undo and Weaving Fate Anew. Each of them has got a different setting, a different scene, but they all play basically the same way. Which surprisingly doesn't get boring. It's actually quite fun, and once you know what you're doing, you can set a game up within minutes of opening the box, within seconds of opening the box actually. Right, going to have a quick look at Treasure Fever, which is the first one I played. I've played more than one and haven't managed to be successful yet, but only lost by 1 point. Right, in Treasure Fever, a young girl has fallen out of a plane, or jumped out of a plane, or been pushed out of a plane. The plane has exploded, she's hurtling down to earth, and her parachute doesn't open. What happened? Why did it happen? That's up to you to find out, and maybe you'll be able to change things as you go. Right, very quickly, you lay out your cards in this sort of fashion. You can do 6 or 7 at the top, and then 6 or 7 at the bottom. That's the big story cards, that's these ones. They're all in order, so this is number 7, number 8, number 9, 10, etc. And underneath them they have clue cards which run the same, 1, 2, 3, etc. Then you have 4 cards that allow you to check the clues. You have 9 cards that are your timer, game timer. When the 9th one goes, time runs out. It's not a game that's timed by minutes, it's timed by cards. And then you've got these cards which are 1A, 1B, 1C, right up to 11 A, B and C. And these are how you score your points. Right, very quickly we look at number 12 first, because it tells us in the rules, and B because it's gold, it's different from all the others. You flip it over, you read the story, it tells you what happened to the girl. You then take the shiny object clue, turn it over, read that. So now you've got some idea of what's happened, and all of you can discuss it. From there on, you discuss whether you want to go right from 18 years ago in Liverpool. It goes right up to 3 months after the girl is apparently has died. You can choose any card you like to look at. You choose it, you read it. On the bottom of it, there'll be 3 statements, which will say, apart from on number 13, I should say, there's nothing there. On the rest of them, can I do a blurred look so you can't see? Get too close, you can't see, but you can just about see there's A, B, and C there, right? That means you read the question, read the text, read the 3 statements, decide on whether you want A, B, or C. If you've done number 1, for example, and you choose A, you would take card 1A. You flip it over and it's got a score on the back of it. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it spoils the game for you. You leave them face up and you flip over or throw into the box 1 time card. If you, however, wanted to look at the little girl clue, you would have to use one of these and throw one of those away as well, which means you've only got 3 left. The good thing about these things is that you can do a card, you can then do another card, pick your A, B, C, and then decide that you want to look at a clue somewhere else. So you spend one of these and you can look at any clue where you've already visited the time period. You can't, for example, flip over this one if you haven't been there, but if you've been to Liverpool then and you've got that one over and you didn't flip it over when you first got there, so i.e. spending one of these cards to do so, you can look at this one, for example, decide not to do that but spend a card and do little girl instead. These cards say face up. As I say, every time you turn the card face up you lose a time. When your 9th time goes, you stop, you add up, and then you read the end bits of the rules, and they'll tell you the real story. They'll tell you how you did with your scores and whether you succeeded in changing time, saving the girl's life or finding her body or whatever. And then they tell you exactly what happened to her in her life. They're not all about a girl. The next one in the line is a Lovecraft game called Forbidden Knowledge, which our Lovecraft fans really found interesting. As I say, there's 5 here. There's at least 8 in the set at the moment, and they come out between 10, 15, 10 pound, $15 in stores. Well, that's it. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I hope you enjoyed this. That's Chris from Games Gazette Online, www.gamesgazetteonline.co.uk. Plenty of reviews on there from other games. You'll find a written review of this on here and on boardgamegeek.com. Thank you for your time. Have fun.